So we're at a property today. It is a pump out for routine maintenance. And upon walking the property, it looks like we got a riser on only one of the lids. So usually what the case is the installer back then would probably just install a riser on the inlet. Before a certain year, risers weren't required. As of now, they're required 2 inches above grade on each access port. So on a 2-compartment tank, you need to get access to both compartments. But in this case, we only got access to the inlet. So I'm gonna probe around and hopefully we have another riser that may be just a little bit more shallow. Uncover that. If not, I'm gonna have to dig up the access port to the outlet. And it's pretty deep. If you wanna come take a look over here, we had the little frog marking the inlet riser. And there's our inlet. You can see you got some floating scum up top, and this thing is buried probably about close to 2 feet. So the outlet is going to be over here. So I'm going to get my probe and kind of feel around. Hopefully we just got to scrape a couple inches of dirt off to get to the outlet, but if not, okay, that's tank. You hear that echo? So that at least tells me we're hitting something that's connected to the tank. Let's see how far down we are. About a foot. So I'm gonna work on digging this up. That way we can pump out the entire tank, not just the inlet side. And this is a it's just some helpful advice. If you have a tank that has 2 compartments, put risers on both the access ports. So I'm gonna get to digging and check back in a little bit, and we'll see how that outlet looks. Come look how good I am. So there we have our handle to the access lid. And generally these tanks that are put in after the year 2000, the manufacturer, the precast company in our area uses these rubber handles. So I'll usually get an idea of where the inlet is. After that, it's pretty easy to find the outlet. But the little trick, if you got a rubber handle, you get your soil probe, feel around. You're gonna hit concrete, that's the tank, concrete, that's the tank. But if you hit a soft spot, kind of like a little gummy soft spot, that's the rubber handle. So that's telling you you're dead center of that lid. So that's usually what I feel around for when I find out that it's a rubber handle. So just a little bit of advice. It helps us out. And then if you look, you can see the outline right here. So that's the edge of the lid. So that is telling us we're good enough on this end. So I'm gonna open up the hole that way. So I'm gonna push this dirt over and then work on opening up the hole this way. Try and keep that grass. So there is our outlet side lid. Probably never been off. So it's gonna put up a little fight trying to release itself from the tank. So I'm probably gonna get my little hammer, chisel, try and tap this out, keeping it in one piece. The problem always arises when the gas in the septic tank starts eating at the bottom of this. So trying to tap it and pull it out, you run the risk of breaking the lid entirely, or at least knocking a big chunk out of it. You can see it's already, that's just with the shovel. Okay, that actually went. So let's go ahead and pull this out, see what we're rocking with. I'll show you the bottom of this lid too and show you what that corrosion starts looking like. What's that right there? Toilet paper. Roll. Holder. I think it's one of those scented toilet paper holders. Oh shit, sorry. Sorry. Okay. All right, but we got both lids opened up now, so I'm gonna drag the hoses out and get her pumped out. You can already see right here, that's from the bottom of that lid. Somebody had made a comment the other day saying, talking kind of about the debate between concrete and plastic tanks. I mean, look at that. That is, I'm not even gonna use my hook, just look at my finger. Seeing this so much here nowadays. The concrete nowadays just, it doesn't compare. And if the tank's not venting correctly, you end up with that tank rot. That's what you like to see when you're pumping out a septic tank. Very light crust, water's murky. That means they're careful about what's being put down, and they're also doing the pump out as preventative maintenance. So on a regular pump out, both the lids are exposed. It's about $450. We charge anywhere from $450 to $700. Just depends how much we have to dig, if we have to locate the tank. But you break that down, it ends up becoming pretty cheap on a monthly basis. So I think I did the calculations and it comes out to around $7 a month if you're to pump out your septic tank every 5 years at that rate. I mean, $7 a month is less than a Netflix subscription, and that's just to make sure that your wastewater isn't polluting the groundwater and you don't have to worry about backing up. So I feel like it's worth the investment in my opinion. And plus, when I was living on city sewer, it was about $35 a month to pay for city sewer. So you're paying 5 times more for your sewer bill if you're on city sewer than if you have a septic system. So take care of it. You can see the wall right there. There's usually a slit at the bottom of the tank, so I kind of alternate pumping them each out, and then when I get to the bottom I'll rinse them off with the water hose. You don't necessarily have to rinse off the tank, but I like doing it so I can take a nice clean picture of the concrete bottom to send to the customer, especially if they're not there. You can see the concrete at the bottom. Just gonna take a picture that we can send to the customer and keep on our file. Never know when you're going to have to pull up pictures to defend yourself, but we always do on every job. Excuse me, but that's good. You want to hold that? I'll rinse it down. Sorry. What is that? Like some hair or something? right, y'all, so we've got this 2-compartment 1,000-gallon tank all pumped out. I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid back on. Recommend to the customer that we get some risers installed. That way the next time we're out here, we don't gotta dig it up, mess up the yard. And I'm filling up a 5-gallon bucket right now with water. What I'm gonna do is, once it's full, just vacuum it up in my hose. That usually helps clear up any of the left behind sludge that gets stuck in there. And I always cap the end of my hoses too. You can see I've got these hose bumps. I get those off Varco. Those double as a handle and as a cap to keep any whatever is stuck in the hose and prevent me from leaving a snail trail in the customer's yard. Our customers really appreciate the extra effort that we do to not mess up their property while we're working. You want to look in there? It's so clean you can almost eat off it. Don't do that. Or if you did, I didn't tell you so. All right. But that's the video. As always, I appreciate y'all watching. If you'd like to check out any of the tools that I use in my video, you can check the description box down below. Those are affiliate links, so it helps out me and it helps out the channel. And if you have any questions about your septic system or just any question about the profession in general, just drop them down in the comments below. We'll see if we can make a video about it. If you want to get any Poor Pumper Society merch, you can go to my website, PoorPumperSociety.com. I upload on everything: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, YouTube, Snapchat now. And we just hit 10K on Snapchat, so thank you to everybody that's been following me on there. And as always, thank y'all. Y'all have a good one. Seriously? Yeah.